Well, hello, DirtFish friends. We're in the service park here in Umeå. 3 stages down this morning. Listen, if you saw the weather yesterday, it looked interesting, didn't it? We had a bit of rain, a bit of sleet, but the conditions this morning out in the stages were almost perfect. Lots of drama out there this morning for you, though, and perhaps the biggest casualty, actually without doubt, the biggest casualty of the morning was M Sport's Craig Breen. He looked a little bit uncomfortable in the opening stage, had a moment with a snowbank in the opening stage, and then in stage 2, caught the inside of the car, threw him across the road, ended up deep in a snowbank. Absolutely no way of getting out of there. Both Paul and Craig absolutely fine, but they knew almost before the car had come to a halt, we're not getting out of here. Terribly disappointing for Craig Breen and Paul Nagel, and in particular for M Sport. They'll take no further part today. I'm sure they'll be back tomorrow though. But the story of the day, well, I guess that is young Kalle Rovanperä. Don't forget, when we were in Monte Carlo, it took Rovanperä quite some time to get up to speed. But as we hear from him now, it didn't take him any time this morning.
Yeah, this morning was a bit of surprise even for me. I was expecting, when I saw the conditions, that we lose even a bit more time. It was quite a lot of snow in the first 2 stages, being first car. But yeah, I think we did really well. Just clean driving, no mistakes, and good times.
So an impressive drive from Kalle this morning. The fight at the front, though, it's tight. It really is tight. 14, 15 seconds or so separating our top 6 drivers. Really has been interesting. These guys behind us, Hyundai, they've had a very, very good morning. Yes, Rovanperä leads, but then we've got Oliver Solberg just 10 seconds behind. Just behind him, Elfyn Evans. Then comes Thierry Neuville, Ott Tänak. 3 Hyundais in the top 5 this morning. It hasn't been trouble-free, though, for Thierry Neuville. Here's what he told us about his dilemmas this morning.
Yeah, basically I had no power from the e-kit, and in addition to that a small electrical issue as well, so I couldn't stop and start the car anymore after the stage. We had to work a bit on the electrical loom, do some damage fixation, and luckily we got the car going again, because it looked very much like I had to do the last stage without any boost, and then we would have lost a lot of time.
But perhaps the surprise of the morning was the performance from Esa-Pekka Lappi. I remember we saw him on Rally Finland last year, and that's really where he secured this drive in the magnificent Toyota again. It's a part-time drive this season. He'll be deputising, if you like, for Sébastien Ogier. But my goodness me, what a stand-in he looks to be. He was leading the rally after 2 stages. In the 3rd stage, yeah, he had 1 or 2 issues. The conditions didn't suit him there. He had a little stall on the start line. But Esa-Pekka Lappi was mighty quick out there this morning. But he didn't feel comfortable.
I need to work my ass off in the office, and I'm really surprised about the times, but it doesn't come easily.
In what way are you having to work harder?
I need to use a lot of steering wheel, and it just doesn't feel natural. It's like a bit all the time like I should force the car to do something. So yeah, we are talking about small details, but anyway, I don't know, doesn't change the time at all, but the driving could be easier. Maybe the speed would be the same, but it would be just easier personally.
So if Lappi was the surprise of the morning, the encouraging sign of the morning was definitely behind us here in Hyundai. And who'd have bet that Oliver Solberg would be our leading Hyundai after 3 stages?
Yeah, not too bad. It was very good. I mean, for being second overall is better than I really hoped for. I was hoping for a podium after the first loop, but a little bit better than expected.
Well, this afternoon is a repeat of this morning stages, and then a little, what we call it, a super specialist spectator stage, almost in the centre of Umeå here. What to look out for this afternoon? The stage conditions, perfect conditions this morning, really cold, -10, -12 degrees. It's rapidly heated up though. We're just hovering around freezing. We expect it to go a little bit above freezing. There's been an historic rally that's run through the stages in between our World Rally cars. Conditions will be different. They'll be softer. There'll be a lot more gravel. We'll see ruts out there. It could be very, very challenging this afternoon. Where should you be to keep an eye on what might happen this afternoon, DirtFish.com.